All right, hello everybody. Hope everybody's doing well today. Still here in Bermuda. I'm gonna go for another ride from here, from our beautiful place that we're staying, up to Dockyard and back. And Dockyard is where all of the cruise ships come in, and there's a bunch of little touristy spots. There's a cool loop to go around and then come back. So I figured make another ride along video today. The rest of the week while I'm here, it's supposed to rain, so this might be my last opportunity to be able to get some more footage. So I'm gonna go ahead and take advantage of that. So let's go ahead and get going. Again, I hope everybody's doing well. And let's go for a ride. Traffic's not coming. And we're gonna be on the left. Be a nice calm ride today on this beautiful Monday afternoon, or slightly before afternoon, I guess I should say. And as always in Bermuda, when you're riding around, it's always best to keep a smile on your face. Not take things too seriously, go with the flow, be mindful, wave, say hi, all the positive things. People here, for the most part, are super nice, super friendly, and will help you out. So if you have a bad attitude, you don't want to have a bad attitude. All right, let's go down Gilbert Lane. Passing a school here. And then from here on Gilbert, we're gonna turn left. And this will take us straight on into Dockyard, but I wanna make sure that we're not behind any cars coming, any taxis or buses, because sometimes they, not out of an act of aggression or anything like that, but sometimes people here, they love to kind of tailgate. So anyhow, let's get going. Up here on the right is Mr. Chicken. Mr. Chicken is a pretty good place. And it's not expensive like everything else on the island. This place on the right there, Pomodoro, it's also another really nice spot. It is not cheap, but it is good. And here in Bermuda, you don't need a motorcycle license to rent a moped or a motorcycle. You just have to have a driver's license. As you can see, the roads are pretty narrow, so you always have to keep your eyes peeled because the road quality is nothing to write home about. But anyhow, hope everyone again is having a good day, a good afternoon. Look at this beautiful bridge. The crystal clear water. Once we get up to Dockyard, like I said, I'm going to go around the inner loop there, which kind of shows and highlights all the little shops where you can buy souvenirs, rent a moped, go to a restaurant called Calico Jack, which is really cool. It's a really nice restaurant that is on a boat. I hope my wind filter is doing its job because between the moped and the wind, don't want to catch any of that coming through. Bridge here. Bermuda is really a series of islands made up together. It's not one big island. You'll notice if you come here and you travel around the island, especially from one end to the other, let's say Hamilton to Dockyard, for example, you'll notice that you will cross a series of small and large bridges going over small waterways, connecting small pieces of land together. This right here on the left is really nice. It's a little campsite. It's a very, very nice area here. Most of Bermuda is very beautiful. There's really not any bad spots you can find. And of course, all the beautiful buildings with all the pastel colors, which are kind of my favorite colors, which is a big reason why I love Bermuda so much. The pastel buildings and the white roofs, it's very, very pretty. And then, like I said, with the overall welcoming, warming environment and the niceness of most of the people, it all complements each other very well. Almost to Dockyard now. We're coming up on the last bridge that's going to take us into what is considered Dockyard. On the left here is Sea Glass Beach. There we go. So now we are entering Dockyard. There's the cruise ships. So this is where the cruise ships come to dock, obviously, as the name might imply, Dockyard. The cruise ships come in and hang out for a couple days and then depart to another destination. You know, the nice thing is for a couple $100, you can get on a cruise ship from New York and have this be one of the stops. So if you're kind of on a budget and really want to be able to experience and visit Bermuda in a kind of like a bite-sized serving, it's a really affordable way to come see the island. See, here's a bunch of people up here off the cruise ship hanging out. Actually, I'm gonna make a left here. We're gonna go through the back way. You can see everybody hanging out there, waiting for taxis, waiting for other things. We're gonna go through the back here, kind of show you around these buildings. There's an indoor trampoline park in here as well if you like trampolines. It's actually to my right through this alley on the right there. And so here we're going to be coming up on the shops, all of the shops and knickknacks. As you're going to see, you're going to start to see a bunch more touristy type of people. This again is where all of the cruise ship people come and hang out. So I'm going to take you for a little loop through here, give you a little taste of what you would see if you came in on a cruise and hung out in Dockyard. Another little gift shop on the left there. Looks like it's closed right at the moment. And here we have a bunch more people looking around. And there are a couple of attractions as well. Like up here is a fun zone. I think it's mainly for kids, but there are some activities kind of for everybody, really. There we go. All right, so now we're coming up here. We're gonna be making our way back around. This is, now we're looping back around. And one thing in Bermuda is you are always expected to stop. Stop for pedestrians, 100%. Always wanna be, like I said, always wanna be mindful, be cautious, be polite. You don't wanna be rude. You always just, like I said, have a smile on your face, try to have a good attitude, even if you're in a bad mood. Because I promise most of the people here are super nice and very friendly and will help you out. So we're gonna loop back around now here. And this is typically where, on the left here is the ferry. So here, if you come into Dockyard, you can take the ferry across to Hamilton. And Hamilton is the other side of the island. And Hamilton is where essentially all the shops are, or more shops, more high-end shops, I would say, more boutiques. Like if you want to go buy a Rolex or a Breitling or Cartier, or you know, if you want to spend $50,000 on a watch, you can do it here very easily, or more. So anyhow, Hamilton, lots of nice boutique shops, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull over right here, because I want to get out of. I'm going to wait for all those cabs to leave, because we are going to get stuck in it. Or I actually want them just to all go by so we don't get stuck in it. So we're going to sit here for a moment, and then we'll get back out on the road once all those taxis go by. There we go. So hop back on here. And see, again, I didn't want to be crowded by all these taxis. Now we're going to probably get stuck behind more and more behind myself, but let's just go with it. If I lived here, I'd have a faster bike and I'd be able to go around all these cars, but that's not the case. So let's go ahead and get out here. And you know what, let's just go in here. Like I said, we don't have a time constraint, so I'm just gonna go through here, let everything clear up, give you guys some more views of the cruise ships, the people, the stores, all that. It's very, 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 very cool. We might get stuck behind that train up there that goes across, which might take a minute, but we can actually, you know what I realized? We can actually go around that train. I forgot, I'm fast enough I can go around that train. We'll just have to probably wait for the taxi to go around it. Yep, see, the taxi's gonna go around, and then we'll go around once we get up here. Actually, we're just gonna go around now. There we go, see? I'm not fast enough to pass cars and bikes, but we can pass a little trolley train. So anyway, that was Dockyard, and we're gonna head back now. Give you some perspective of the other direction. And again, you always want to remember, stay to the left here. You drive on the left-hand side of the road, as you can obviously tell. And really after, I don't know, a couple hours, maybe a day or so, depending on how much you ride, you get familiar with it pretty quickly. I find myself when I get home back to the States, each time it throwing me for more of a loop, getting used to driving on the right-hand side of the road than it does getting used to driving on the left-hand side of the road, which is kind of interesting. It might just be the way my brain operates. But thanks for anybody who is just relaxing, checking out this video. This is fun for me. I do it for fun. I just like sharing things for people, making videos. My daughter thought it was really cool, so I think it's really cool, and I hope everybody else thinks it's cool. Or if you don't think it's cool, well, YouTube has a billion videos you can watch instead of me. The wind is very, very strong right now. I really hope the wind filter is doing justice. I have this thing just all the way down, trying to get up to 60 kilometers an hour, but it is tough. It's tough, tough, tough to get this thing going quick. We're gonna get passed by another motorcycle here shortly. Bug almost hit me right in the face. I don't know if you could see that on the camera, but man, that was a big bug. So we are definitely going into the wind right now. we get up here with a little bit of cover, the wind should die down. I don't think it's going to be picked up on the microphone anyway, but really just for my own inner thoughts and voice, I'll be able to hear myself better. And a big thing in Bermuda is passing is accepted and expected. So if you're faster and you can weave through traffic, you're expected to do that, and it's welcomed. It's not a form of aggression. And so if you're here in Bermuda and you have a moped and cars are right behind you, and they might even beep at you. They might even beep at you and then go around you. It's not aggression. It's not a mark. It's not them being hostile at all. So don't think that people are being mean or being angry on the road towards you. It's just that if you're slower, it's expected that the faster people can go around you, and that's just how it is here. So like. And it's all good. And you'll also hear people beeping at each other to say hi to each other. So again, just keep that in mind. Like, again, people are super friendly, and for the most part, everybody is really, really cool. So if you're out riding and people are passing you, don't take it as aggression. Up here, I'm going to stop at the market. Here's Pomodoro again on the left with Mr. Chicken. Again, I highly recommend Mr. Chicken. It's good for really, really good for the price. There we go. So you see we have people up here passing, going around because we have a bit of a traffic jam up here. But and I'm gonna turn in here. So again, I thank everybody for coming and hanging out with me today, going for a ride up to Dockyard and back. It's been an absolute blast spending time with everybody. I really appreciate it. You guys are really great. I'm gonna stop here in the market and grab a couple things, and then head on back. So yeah, I appreciate it. There we go. Back in here. Get our bike parked. Go ahead and turn that off. There we go. Sweet. Put my kickstand up. There we go. Nice. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.